It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, I think we should be live now. It will be your face at the moment. Say hello to.
Wait, people can join.
Yeah, people can join the live stream, but they can't join our call. Because
Okay.
I wanna be able to hear you only. Basically, that was the thought process, and your friend, because your friend was maybe joining, right? And then
Yeah, my brother was supposed to join, but he won't.
okay, all right. So let me just set up everything. That's everything streaming wise is going good. So let's see live. Studio thing, live control room. Yes, okay.
I'll show you where I'm trading from.
Oh, damn.
You see this?
I'm jealous, bro. You just secured a payout or something.
No, I'm doing it full-time job.
Oh, nice, bro. Love to hear it in a sec. Let's see. All right, I'll just put this here so I have this all. Okay. Let me check if people can hear me properly sound-wise and stuff.
Yes.
Okay, I'll remove this, move this up. I'm almost done with setting everything up, I think, and then we can just have some fun, have some chats, and hopefully learn a thing or two.
Where is the live YouTube?
All right. Let me just check if people can hear me properly in the stream. Should be. Okay, can you talk for a second? See if people can hear you.
Yes, people can hear me.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, perfect. That's good. First time I'm doing this on live and stuff. So yeah, to be honest, I was a little bit stressed about it as well. So I hope it will go good and I can help you a little bit here and there. You know, the way I see it, there's no real loss to be made anyway. We're gonna have some fun, look over the charts, and we're definitely gonna learn a thing or two. So let's see, I want whatever, it doesn't really matter, this here, okay. And I think the best way to do it now is if you potentially open the stream, I think, and then mute me maybe in the call, because otherwise you'll hear me double, or you can mute my stream, and like either way, you can mute my stream, I think that would probably be best, right? But then you can see me and see the...
Yes.
See the screen and stuff, right? I want to have you over here so I can see you, but is there a way that I can have you like, I don't know, like small in the corner somewhere, you know?
You can make the screen smaller. Actually, you know, you can share the screen inside Discord, I think.
Yeah, I can share it in Discord as well. Oh, and then people can... but I'm not sure if I can move it then, you know? Like, I can share it to you, but I want to be able that this... Like, I can do stuff on it, and people in the stream can also see it. Like, I don't know if that will work,
So
you know?
I'll tell you what is the best solution. I will send you now in the chat Google Meeting. It's better, and then you can see me on the side of the chat.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
So 1 second, I will open the meeting again.
I think Google Meet or something.
Yeah, Google Meeting.
Yeah, that's better probably.
Then I will disconnect from the Discord.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll join in there. Let's see. Let's join this. Okay, ask to join.
Yes.
Okay,
now
perfect.
I will disconnect.
Yeah,
Let's see if I can
disconnecting.
hear you. Hey man, you can hear me here?
Yeah, I
On
can
the
hear you.
Google
Can you
Meet?
hear me?
That's good, yes. And now um, try to open it on the live stream.
Can I like let's see.
When you go out from the Google Meet back to the
Oh, to the.
trading view,
Oh yeah.
it will show you a small screen.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. You're well taught on this sort of stuff. You've done this before.
Yeah,
Nice, bro. All right. So everything is good. We can hear each other. You can see me and stuff. You can see me through the stream,
yes,
right?
man. Yeah, I see you on YouTube. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So good. So yeah, bro. I always like to first just meet you a little bit. You said you were working there. What do you do?
So no, I'm not working here. I
Oh.
flew to Asia before 7 months. After I was working as interior designer, but I quit my job. I closed my business, and now I'm doing day trading for full time.
Oh.
Yeah,
Damn.
trying to do.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, I think there's a little bit of a delay in the, but I don't know
Yeah,
if.
in the YouTube, yeah, there is a delay in the video.
Normally there's not a big delay on it. Uh, like I'm not sure if I set minimum delay. I might be able to like. Can I change it? Normally there's like a minimum, like a minimal sort of delay in there, but
In the settings.
yeah, but I don't know if I can do it whenever I'm already live. Mm, like live streaming on YouTube and stuff is pretty new to me as well, so I'm just figuring out how everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll probably just go. It doesn't
But
matter.
I think, man, I think that if someone is watching now, the stream is hearing good and the video is good. I think the delay is only in us.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter because you hear me through the
No.
meet, right? You can just hear me fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's good. That's the most important thing indeed. All right, but amazing, bro. That's sounds very good. Like, what made you decide to sell your business and go full time trading?
I think the opportunity to travel and to experience other parts of the world while you work online and you try to make. Actually, it's my dream. I'm trading crypto since I was 15, 16,
Oh
and
damn.
I never did it full time. So now it's the opportunity when I'm 26.
Oh damn. So you've been in the space and trading and stuff for a long time.
Yes, but never took it too serious, till now.
Yeah. Oh, amazing, bro. And how where would you describe yourself like in your journey, like profitability wise? Are you like break even at the moment? Are you starting to see some results? Are you losing
Break,
still or
not break even.
break even?
Break fucking even.
It's already like one step up from losing money, so I mean it's good, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not the risking guy. I'm taking everything slow. I'm not buying challenges every day. Taking it time by time. It's
Yeah.
better.
Amazing, bro. That's already like I think a good mindset to have. A lot of people come into this space with, want to get rich quick. You might start it that way when you're
No,
15, 16, maybe, I don't know, but you know,
that's true.
you grew up
Yeah,
and
yeah,
matured, and yeah, I think the best way is probably to be like a little bit more consistent and conservative, and yeah, I think you have like the right approach there. So that's probably why you saw my channel maybe because I have like videos about the lower risk, like one risk to reward ratio stuff. Is that where you found me on or?
I think I saw your video when you uploaded that you took like 1 to 17.5 RR,
Oh yeah.
and that's what showed me the strategy, and I told like, whoa, maybe there's something special because this guy is new in YouTube
Hmm.
and he's trying the new strategy and he's showing how he does the backtesting. Let's try it.
Yeah.
And now when I'm combining it with my strategy, it works pretty well for
Okay.
now.
Amazing. Yeah, I think it's a strategy that can like I've been trying to. Well, let me talk from why I sort of came up with these sort of strategies, right? I don't know if you know, but I have had a baby like 5 months ago or something, like 5 to 6 months now ago. So fair to say, thank you, but fair to say, sort of my life kind of changed, right? Like I've been like in a good way and in a bad way. I've been tired a lot more and stuff, and in preparation to being tired a lot, I knew that it was coming, so I was like, okay, let me see if I can simplify some stuff. So I went on at some point. I built like an indicator, like this thing. I built this indicator that sort of gives, like signals and just tells you, okay, trade. You open a trade here, and
Buy, sell.
yeah, buy, sell. Basically, just it gives you signals based on what I like my base sort of strategy, how I normally sort of trade, because I was already anticipating that I would probably not be performing on the highest level. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a stubborn guy. It's hard for me to let go of sort of my, what I do. So I never really used that indicator. But like my trading has been going worse with the baby, basically with being tired. Like I've just been, you know, it's like normally before I was really like every month I would be profitable month in, month out, but I would basically just be very much a good based trader. I have my confluences, and we're gonna be talking about all that good stuff, which I like, but I never really had like a strict sort of rule. Uh, it's maybe it's good if you like mute yourself when you're not talking, because that's like pretty loud.
Yeah.
If that's okay for you.
No? Yeah, sure, sure.
If it's not too big. Yeah, perfect. I think for especially for the listeners, right? Um, but yeah, so my trading has been a little bit like took its toll basically with being more tired, and I think it's only obvious. But that's why I started to making like this sort of the simpler strategies. Also, I thought it was like sort of a win-win, where it was very good for my community, because there are a lot of beginners out there that like struggle with more the advanced sort of stuff, but also a win for me, where I would be able to sort of really follow simple rules even when I had like a night's sleep of like 5 4 whatever hours. So it was sort of a win-win that way. So that's why I went for like the strategies that I built. Like I built a 15-minute strategy on usdjpy, very structure based, with the doji, which is my favorite candlestick. And yeah, with my tests, it has like a 70% win rate, 1 RR. It works pretty well, I would say. And then I came up with the 50% retracement strategy that you saw. And over time, I've been trying to sort of make it better with higher risk to reward ratio. But it started as a 1 RR, very simple. And as you can see, probably in the Discord and stuff, people seem to like it. A lot of people use it. But yeah, what you already said, that you sort of use it with your own strategy, that's also sort of my thought process behind it. It's super simple. You can like have it as sort of a confluence basically in like an overall sort of, your overall strategy. If you like supply and demand zones of areas of interest, or EMAs, or whatever sort of stuff you like, or fair value gaps, or you name it, you can pretty much add it as a confluence into that, and daily biases, overall trend, etc. Indeed, yeah, I think that would work very well. So what do you prefer, like trading wise? Like what's your style? I'm curious.
So you can hear me good now?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Yeah, yeah, good.
Yeah. So I think there's a big delay in the YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
it will be a big delay now. It became bigger, I think. But actually, I like now the day swing trading. I'm combining, like I told you, supply and demand. Wait, that was your question?
Yeah, yeah. What basically is your,
Yeah.
like, what's your preferred trading style? What are you doing now? And you're saying you're
Yes.
finding some success in it, backtesting wise. And yeah, I love to hear what you sort of do.
So actually, my first time that I'm succeeding in backtesting is when I'm trying now your new strategy with the retracement Fibonacci 50%.
Yeah.
So till now, I was trading on daily swing, high lows, when I'm looking for the pullback, when I have a change of character on the 4 hour or daily
Yeah.
or fractal shift. When it comes back to the daily swing, let's say we are bullish, so I'm waiting that it will retrace to the Fibonacci 50%, and then I'm looking for a liquidity swipe and change of character on the 1 hour, 4 hour back to bullish, and I'm trading the next leg to make a new swing high. But till now, it was not so good. I think like 40% win rate. And
Okay.
now I'm trying your strategy with new backtesting. And after 50 trades, I'm now on 62% win rate
Oh,
with a RR of 12.4.
yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
What did you because you use certain things of your strategy in combination with the 50% retracement, right? So which things did you eliminate and which things do you still use?
So I'm using liquidity in daily and 4 hour. I'm trying to look for the main liquidities. To not if I have a swipe of a big handle with a big wick. Let's say you are going bearish and you see a big wick on the downside.
Mhm.
I won't trade this candle to keep going short because I know that a buyers can go now in. I rather wait for another candle to see that the sellers are going in the market again, and then I will continue the bearish momentum. So that's the first thing. Second thing, I'm looking also on the market structure of the daily and the 4 hour to go with the strong momentum of the market. And I'm going on also on trend lines that I also like to put on the graphs. Yeah, that's most of it for now. Liquidity, trend line, a little bit support and resistance, and market structure of daily and 4 hour.
Okay. You seem very knowledgeable, and I think you can tell you have like a lot of experience in the space. So I don't like when I hear this, I think you have like all sort of the assets to be profitable basically. I think it's more so of not overcomplicating things here and there. Like the way I see it, I really am a huge forestander for like keeping it fairly simple, in a way that the graph can only go two ways basically, right? It can go up and it go down. It can go sideways for a bit, but overall it can go up and down. And I'm a fairly big believer, as in like if you give like someone that has no sort of prior trading experience and you give them sort of you teach them how to read a trend basically, and you sort of give them an option to sort of buy at one point or sell at some point, and just risk management out the window, just and then take a profit or take a loss at some point. I think there'll be a bigger chance of them being profitable than not if it's just basically just trend reading. I think the trend is just such a strong tool, and I like to hear that you use it, because if you think about it, there's basically like you would say like a 50% chance of it going up, 50% is going down. All you need is like that extra few percent, that that you can tell, oh, it's more likely going up or down. And all we really do as traders are looking for confluences as to why it's going up, as to why it's going down. And I see a lot of traders that have some confluence where I'm not a huge fan of and stuff, but your confluences seem fairly good. I like them. Like I'm a huge fan of like overall trend reading. I don't really draw trend lines too often, but sometimes I draw them, and whenever I draw them, like for instance this one, I was in like a big trade on oh, but you see the chart later. That's the thing. But yeah, on the DAX 40, for instance, like I don't often draw trend lines, but if a trend line is on the weekly time frame, for instance, and it's been touched like very strongly, like four times, whatever, you just know that it's a well-respected trend line, right? So I do see the value in it. I don't necessarily use it too often, Um, but yeah, I do like your sort of your trading approach, and I think it's in in a way just simplifying what you're doing, and just having solid risk management is probably what will be like the little tipping stone of making you consistently profitable, because I don't think you need much. I think you're already like very well taught, and you're like you have every capability in your sort of in your head and in your to do it. So I was wondering, like, where do you um like do you tilt, or do you like risk management wise, you go for like big RRs, or not normally? Like what would you say is the biggest reason you haven't found profitability yet, like what's according to you your biggest reason?
Yes. So I think the strategy that I was trading till now, it was combining a lot of technical analyst and fundamental. So I was learning a lot about the economics and what's going on in the Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
Russia, Ukraine, a lot of geopolitics problems,
Yeah.
and you need to combine everything together. So I think first of all, it's hard to trade many currencies at once, because I was trading all the Swiss and the Euro currencies and pound and Australian and New Zealand. So I was trading too many currencies at once, I think, first of all. Second, risk management. I was risking always the same percentages, 0.7% from my portfolio. And I'm taking 1 to 2 risk reward. But I think I was making everything too complicated.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
main thing that I'm studying from you. Make it simple.
Yeah.
Make it simple. Find something that you can check, you can backtest, you can see the win rate, you can see the RR, and eventually the best result in the sheets Excel. That's what you're going to work with in the live and challenges and pass and make money.
Exactly, bro. Yeah. I think you sum it up really well, because that's the feeling that I instantly got as well. It's most likely that you were like overcomplicating things. That's most likely
Yes.
what's happening. And also, I'm a huge fan of, fundamentals follow technicals. Basically, that's how I see it. I had the big move, right? Here, it's annoying that you see it a lot later. I'm twisting if I can. Let me look up if I can sort of make it faster, because I want to show you stuff, and it's gonna be like a little bit. Um,
It's okay. It's okay. The delay is few seconds. I can see well.
really? No, but I think
Yeah.
when I look at. Oh wait, never mind. Mine is. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, mine was rewinded a little bit, so I was like looking at
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
few
Also
minutes.
for me before.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, basically, what I want to tell you is that you see this trade that I took. It's like spot on as to where basically the move went, right? Like the massive move. It was 20x or something. Like if I 22x or whatever. If I would have to taken it fully, if I had like a trailing sort of
Crazy.
stop loss or whatever. But basically, it's just it's here. There will be news. Like there was news, 100%. But basically, the market was already sort of telling us basically, oh, there's something happening. There's like it's basically screaming for me that there's a high probability of it going up, and going up pretty big. And then news comes, like, so in my opinion, it follows basically, like news fundamentals follow technicals. So I think it will be a lot chiller on you as well to just throw fundamentals out of the window, and just basically just focus on the technical analysis, because oftentimes it makes sense on the technicals anyway, whatever is going to happen in the news. Like often people already sort of.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So you don't really study fundamentals and indexes, or you look in investing.com to see what's going on with the market in USA,
No.
interest rates.
No, to be honest, I don't, and I never have. Like there are people that trade that way, and I think it could be good, But it's just a massive part of me just want to keep things simple, and it will just affect you mentally like a lot more, you know, all those sort of, because there are going to be news on the good side, and there's going to be news on the bad side, and then there's going to be, and you have all that sort of stuff. The thing that I do like to look at sometimes is like the dollar index and the euro index. Just, yeah, like these are indexes, right? Like the euro and the dollar, sort of, I don't know if this is called an index or not, but it's like the, I think so, but yeah, the pair basically. And I do like to look at it sometimes, you know, and just see if it's at like a major area, and you know, if I predict basically the euro or dollar being strong this week or weak this week or whatever, or the following days, you know, because then I can trade accordingly with that sort of in my head, look at the pairs, right? Because if I have like a very bearish mindset on the dollar for like the coming week, that doesn't really make sense for me to buy dollar pairs, right? So I sometimes look at it that way, um, but to be honest, it's not necessary. Yeah, I never really traded, like I only added these pairs after I already sort of received like 80% of my payouts or something. You know, you don't need them. Like you don't need them. To be honest, all you really need is just what we're already been talking about. It's just a strategy that works for you, that you can sort of, you know, keep doing. And what I told you, that I used to be like a very much gut-based trader, which worked really well. But I had my confluences, and I knew I would net profit at the end of the month. But it was just, even for me, with weird market conditions, I didn't really have anything to hold back upon. You know, I didn't really have anything to, um, you know, um, fall back upon. That's a better word. Because I never really tested sort of the win rate, or you know, the RR, or like all that sort of stuff with my own sort of strategy. I always went for, you know, oh, this looks good, I'll take it. I know from like prior experience, this trade, it will be net positive if I take it 100 times, but I don't know the exact, you know, data. And the thing that I like about sort of the strategies that I've been building, they're very easy to test, and very easy to indeed like add confluences, and you know, and see how that performs. And I think that would be probably an easier way to sort of start, or not start, but you know, like it's a good step towards profitability, I think, to have something to fall back upon. You know, okay, you have the data behind you. You know, like the Peter in my Discord is a prime example. I did a session with him, um, and he was struggling, and he's a lot more beginner than you. Like you have a lot, yeah, you have a lot of knowledge. You can tell. He also had knowledge. He also did courses and stuff, and but he's been testing sort of the strategy like a lot more than me. He did like over 500 trades with the strategy. He has like all the data from like all the way from 2022 all the way to 2025, 2026. And he's been trading it very conservatively, like very just 1 RR or 1.2 he ended up going for, but very strict. Always risk to say, like with challenges he took a little bit more risk, but always the same risk reward ratio. And he actually, like, he literally passed like a 200k account and a 100k account with the strategy. Like, for me, like mind blowing. But he was like literally so, yeah, he was very much with his hands in his hair. He was really struggling, and that was amazing to see how sort of that consistency of just, you know, sticking to one sort of rule set and just following it. It actually opened my eyes as well, because you know, I was like, wait a second, what's going on? How is this guy, you know, making, like, getting these sort of massive accounts with the strategy that I sort of figured I would build for my community mostly, because I have like a little bit of an ego. I think a lot of traders do, you know. You think you can probably like, I don't know, like, basically going back to the gut feeling thing. Like I always think, oh, I can look at the chart like quickly, and know, on a fairly decent level where it's probably going to go. But yeah, it just made me see the value basically of like having a strict strategy and just, you know, following it. And yeah, I think you're like doing the back testing and stuff is very, very, very good, and very like, um, I think you're setting nice steps towards profitability basically.
I hope so, man. I hope so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, to be honest, like, do you have any questions, strategy or like technical stuff wise? Because like I don't wanna, go over the chart, and you might even have more knowledge than me to be like, in certain aspects you 100% do, like, in trading wise, So I just wanna see if I have some perspective to give on certain elements that you sort of struggle with, I think it's best this like. Basically helping you is the best way, I think, is with you asking the questions where you sort of, you know, struggle with, instead of me just rambling on and going over the charts and stuff. But if you want me, I can also do that. Like, I don't
Yeah.
mind.
No, I can ask you some questions about the strategy.
Hmm.
I see that you are using EMA 50. If you can show how you're using it as support and resistance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, you already named it. I use it indeed as support and resistance, also as sort of a magnet in a way sometimes, where it's a likely chance of it retracing at some point towards the 50 EMA. And for instance, like, yeah, I really just use it as a trend reading tool as well, because it is basically like a trend reading tool, right? So I basically, the way I use it is, one, as like, just a simple trend reading tool. So, okay, it's going up. Okay, we should be looking for buys more often than sells. And if it's near it, if there's a rejection from it, and I prefer to have like dojis or like, engulfing candlesticks are fine as well. But if there's like a doji on the 50 EMA, I'm already very keen on just entering. And I like, if there were so to be a doji here, it's just one confluence for me. But um, I would already be sort of keen on like looking for something like this. If this candlestick closed like this on the 50 EMA, for me that's a clear rejection. Oftentimes you see sort of price trying to go above it, but then failing to close above it, which is like a huge telling sign that price is rejecting it. And I like it most on the 50, like on the daily and the weekly as well, but I don't really watch the weekly as often. But the daily and the 4 hour, I think the 50 EMA is just super strong. And even on the 50, like on the 15 minute, you can also use it as sort of a trailing stop loss, for instance, if you like to. As you can see here, like it's just a very well respected EMA. So I don't like to have my chart too cluttered, but I just see the value in sort of the 50 EMA, because it's one of the EMAs that a lot of people use. So it's just, yeah, just an extra confluence for me. And I've been thinking about sort of um, building it into like the stop loss or whatever, where you have it sort of trailing with the 50 EMA. There are a lot of ways you can use it, but with this specific strategy, I think it's just adding it as an extra confluence. Like for here instance, it would be like a bad, like a negative confluence. One of our members is looking for a position here right now. I know he is. So he has his open here, and his stop loss, it's Peter, it's the one with the 1 RR. So he goes for this. And I think in this specific scenario, it's not yet too bad, because it's it's the TP is under it. But if you were to go for this, I wouldn't go for it. Basically, it's just like a massive. I just see it as like a sort of a moving support of resistance. Yeah, area or zone or whatever you want to
Okay,
call
so
it.
you see it. So if I understand from you well, you use it as the momentum and the trend of the market in daily and 4 hour, and
Hmm.
also you use it as resistance, as example in this USDJPY. If you want now to take long, you say like you won't put a TP like three and a half RR.
Yeah.
You'll put something like smaller because maybe it won't break out from this EMA
Yeah,
above.
exactly. It's just basically, you can see this in this scenario. It's very simple. You can just see it as a massive, like, see it as a resistance, like as a barrier. It's just an extra barrier for price to go up, and you don't really, yeah, there's no need, to sort of risk against the barrier. Basically, what I would prefer is just, you know, to have like as many confluences in line. Of course, if only the 50 EMA is not in line with the strategy, you can still take the trade, but just be aware of sort of the EMA. And I really think the 4-hour EMA is just super strong. Also the daily and the weekly as well. Let's see. Look here on the weekly, for instance. It's just, it's not a coincidence that it sort of comes so close, like it just happens very often. Like 2 times it fails, and then you just know that there's a bigger chance of it going up than down. Very simple. Sometimes just in very choppy markets it's not very well respected, but when it's moving up it tends to sort of test it. And yeah, I like it. Like here, for instance, well, there are examples where it doesn't, it's not magical, but here you can see it testing it beautiful. Here you can see it testing and failing, going up. Here it's testing, failing, going down, testing, failing, going down, and then here it's just very choppy. I don't know what's going on here. Not the ideal market scenario anyway to really be trading. And then here it really, yeah, tests it. It's not perfectly, but almost goes up. So yeah, it's just a strong tool to add, and it's very minimalistic. It doesn't make your chart cluttered, so I just like it as sort of an extra confluence in a way, I think it's better than like
Okay.
the 21 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you also about your risk management, if you risk the same percentages for every trade, because I'm trying, in the past half a year, I'm trying to like put all the emotions out of trading and to trade like a robot. You see the confluences, 1, 2, 3, 4 that that works for you, like 60, 70% win rate.
Yeah.
You see the confluences, you put the trade no matter what you feel, or no matter what, like, like a robot
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, I think that's like that's the best way to trade probably is to be a robot, right? Like, let's be real. Like there's a nice saying of someone in Wall Street that like, he has like a perfect strategy, right? And he says he can give it to someone, and like someone who, is like not a stupid guy, just a smart guy, he can give it, who knows like a little bit how to trade, and he says he won't be profitable. And that's just because, there are so many psychological aspects of trading. Like I can give some people the perfect strategy and they just fail to sort of execute. Like trading is 80 to 90% psychological. So I would I fully agree that trading like a robot is very good. But yeah, you should sort of have how I see it is you need to find a sweet spot that works for you. That's how I always saw it. Like risking whatever percentage for you that doesn't really do anything to you, like that's really doesn't affect you at all. You don't. There's a risk of you not caring about the trade, basically, where I want to go to. So, but having that sort of sweet spot where you do care and you want to win, and like risking like losing it stings maybe a little bit, just a little bit. But there's also the the next level is some people, and a lot of people, over risk, which sort of makes you higher chance of tilting and starting to risk more on the next trade. And
Emotional.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Revenge friendly trading.
yeah, there was one example which really, like, I haven't had a lot of things that stung for a long time because I know my sort of sweet spot where I want to be risk wise. But I was risking 0.5% on my 100K account, like every trade strict 0.5%. And I knew losing a trade, it stings, but it's okay, like I can lose 20 trades, it's fine. And but then one time I also have a guy that I sort of follow and learned from a lot, and he was like he he shared his trade ID and it was in line with what I was already in. So for some reason I added another position. I was already risking 0.5%, and I still remember like it just gave us another entry. It was looking clean. I was like, okay, I'll enter another position. And it was also because I was going on holiday the next week, so I put a lot of pressure on the on that week to actually like trade, and I was like 6 to 7% on the way to the 10% I needed to be funded. So I was like, okay, let me just risk like that little bit more and pull it over the line. And yeah, you probably guess what happens. I lost the trade 0.7 or 0.8%, and you maybe think, oh, it's only 3% more or 0.2% more. But what it did was it opened sort of the floodgates for me to risk more every trade, basically. Like the barrier was sort of gone mentally wise, where I used to have like the strict 0.5% risk, no problem, I did it every time. But once I risked 0.7, 0.8%, suddenly that possibility was opened, like it opened up a little bit, you know? And I sort of risk a little bit more every trade, and then it sort of spiraled. And I haven't had that in like years and years. And it was probably, on hindsight, it was probably also a period where I was pretty tired with the baby and stuff, and I was just not mentally like fully there to give myself a little bit of credit, you know. But I can see that happen to a lot of people. So basically, my rule is, long story short, what I would do is find a sweet spot that works for you, stick to it, and don't go away from it. Basically, just, you know, one risk percentage, whatever you're comfortable with, but not too comfortable with, and not too not comfortable with, and just stick to it. You know.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, I think I'm learning a lot. I think I'm learning, studying. I just joined your Discord before yesterday, I think, or
Yeah.
2 days ago, probably at night.
Yeah. Not too long.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And till now, I did back testing for like 4 or 5 hours, and I'm going to do my homework to make money for this now.
Yeah, like again, bro, I don't think like you have the knowledge. That's why I'm also like focusing more on, you know, your sort of pain points, you know. And I'm not saying I'm the best trader or like the best trading coach or whatever, but I just like to, you know, see if I can help people with in certain aspects in their journey, you know. And I think yours mostly is just the psychological aspect, and you know, the execution bit, and just like simplifying, like basically simplifying your trading a little bit. um you already sound like you have good risk management, so that's good. So basically just simplifying it, and indeed just, you know, yeah, just backtest, just find that sort of the confidence in executing it live, and just, yeah, I think you'll I think I won't. It won't be long until I have messages from you in the Discord where you say, "I'm funded, bro." I don't think it will be very long.
Please God. Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, really. Yeah.
and also, just remember that the market conditions are have been basically very poor for the last few months. Like, you know, with the war and stuff going on, it's just like you can have a strategy that's super logical, and, you know, like, but if the market conditions aren't logical, your strategy will also not be working. So just keep that in the back of your head, you know, that backtesting now, like backtesting certain periods where the market conditions are just normal, you know, the results will be maybe better than when you go live. So don't let that sort of, you know, put you down or whatever. Just be aware of it, that yeah, you're more fundamental guy than me, so you're more aware of all the things going on. But yeah, this the market conditions haven't been ideal, basically. So just be aware of it, and give yourself some slack here and there as well. As long as you execute your strategy well, over time you'll be profitable, for sure. And yeah, market will give you opportunities all the
You know.
time. No need to rush anything. Yeah, all the basic stuff, you know. I think I just need to sort of tell you some basic stuff because you already know the advanced stuff. So
It's a good reminder. It's true.
yeah, right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like we can go over the charts a little bit, if you want, but it's fully up to you. Like, I haven't really had a specific. I just wanted to see where your pain points are again, and just see if I could help you a little bit, just by, you know, either going through
Yeah,
tech.
I think you helped me a lot. Actually, I think you helped me a lot in the psychological part, and also mentally, and to see what are my trigger points that I need to fix and to be aware of,
Yeah,
to work on my risk management, consistency, backtesting and to know what is my confluences to get into a trade and just release it to
Yeah.
put the trade and not to think about it anymore. Because till now, in the past few months, every trade that I was in, it was like so long. It was day trading. In swing trading, it's like you can put a trade in
Yeah.
and you can wait for like 4, 5, 1.5 week till you get TP or lost.
Yeah.
So it's mental nerves, really, it's mentally hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I think it's better to just release the trade, and after one day, few hours, you get a stop loss or you get win, you keep going.
Yeah, yeah, very interesting what you're saying, because I think that's very true, and I think there are certain people that would, thrive, for instance, in swing trading, personality wise, and also risk management wise, maybe risk a little bit more. I think they're like personality fits for every sort of risk management style, but also sort of like swing trade versus day trade versus scalp style, whatever, right? And I think like if it gives you stress to be like in a very long trade, like what you're saying makes sense to just like go to the a little bit lower time frame. Still, you can trade on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and the confluence will also still be strong. You don't necessarily need to go to the 5 minute, 50 minute, 1 minute, whatever. I'm a more advocate of like the little bit bigger time frames. Um, but what makes sense on the daily and the weekly time frame will also make sense on the 4 hour and on the 1 hour, etc. time frame, right? Um, so yeah, I think that makes sense for you as well. And for me, I used to do in my best periods, I used to do 2 to 3 trades a week. I think that was probably when I was making the most money, most consistent, and I think like every statistic basically from prop firms screams that the more people trade, more often than not, they're less profitable than the ones that trade less. So I don't think you should necessarily, and I think you're fully aware, so it's going to be like an open door kicking in, but make sure that you don't overtrade. That's something that I think would also be good to edit potentially. Is think about it. It's up to you, of course, but to set a max trade per day rule, basically, where you just leave it at that. You don't go over it, because if you lose 2 trades, are you really gonna be performing the same on the third trade, or are you gonna be performing a little bit worse than if it were so a fresh day and you wake up and you're just I think most likely you'll be a little bit on tilt, maybe you want to look for compensating it, whatever, which is all logical, lot of things. But I think the more you lose on a day, the less good you will be as performing as a robot, what you already said. Like the human side will come in more and more and more if you lose more, right? Like if your emotions gets triggered. um so I think it's
Yes.
yeah. So I think it's good to set like a maximum trade per day rule. That could potentially be good for you, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real harm in it, and there's also a sense of relief. Like if you taken 2 trades, 2 wins, and whatever, and you sort of feel, oh, I'm on a roll. Let's take one more. You can also think about, okay, but what if I lose that one, the next one? How will that affect me mentally now? Because I'm such on like I'm riding high, like it's going well. I'm happy. I'm in a good mood right now. Why not just close that? Take your profits, be happy, and tomorrow there's going to be like a next day, and there're going to be plenty of opportunities. It looks like you're in a nice area, so you have like a lot of good things to do and stuff. So yeah, I think that's also probably a good thing. That's what I always
Yeah.
sort of also like a mental note, which is probably good, is you basically know for yourself whenever you're gonna take a trade, if you think about it, if it's worth the mental risk. Sometimes I have trades where I know, okay, if I'm gonna lose this trade, um, mentally it's actually gonna sting more. Like for whatever specific reason, maybe it's because I actually know that this trade isn't what I should be taking. You know, maybe this trade is a little bit too much on the risky side. So if I lose it, I'm actually going against what I actually, what I actually know, like gut based, and so I try to also be aware of sort of the risk, not only financially but also mentally per trade. So if there's like a trade where okay, if I'm going to lose this, it will sting a little bit more than the previous trade. Okay, why is that? Why does this one potentially would sting more, if that makes sense, right? Um, so yeah, if it feels like it would sting more, then it's probably not a trade you should be taking, basically, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just other mental note that I've noticed for myself, and I think is probably true for a lot of people. Um, yeah, that's yeah. I don't know if you have any other questions, or I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet with the live stream wise. I might go through some back testing or whatever. You're free to join in on the fun. And but yeah, if you have any questions or
Yeah.
whatever, we can.
Tell me, does the spikes? I know sometimes there's a big spreads between the broker and your trading view broker that you are seeing. There are different brokers,
Mhm.
and sometimes this strategy, because it's scalping on the 4 hour time frame graph.
Yeah.
So yeah, so sometimes the chart, the graph is going like 1 pips from your stop loss.
Mhm.
Does it trigger your stop loss in the MetaTrader 5, for example?
Yeah, it depends indeed on the broker and stuff. Some brokers have a little bit higher spread, but what I like to do here, um, Pritesh, by the way, I'll come back to your question in a sec. Um, yeah, what I like to do is I just set everything up in TradingView and I just go from that. Basically, I've had the question before where sometimes for whatever reason the 4 hour doesn't align in the broker, so the 4 hour is actually like 2 hours late or 1 hour late. I've noticed most of the time 2 hours later than the other one. So then suddenly the 4 hour is a rejection candle on the broker, but on TradingView it's like really looking very nice. So I always just use TradingView and Owanda and just place my stop losses and TPs from there. What I do like to do is place it, just give it 1 or 2 pips more room, basically, just to just to have it a little bit on the safe side. So that's what I do. Just have it a little bit on the safe side to account for spread and stuff, but don't fall into the trap too much. I would say where um, yeah, just keep it simple, keep the analysis clean, and just go from trading view charts, in my opinion. I have a question in the chat. I see the how to backtest. What I used to do was I backtested through trading view, and I would just note down my sort of my results in Excel. But recently I purchased FX Replay, and it sort of automatically
The best.
journals. You also have it?
Yeah, for sure, that's the best
Oh, nice.
website to do a back testing.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, we have another advocate of it. So yeah, I purchased it. To be honest, I haven't never really been a huge backtesting guy myself. I always sort of traded live, and I know the backtesting is good. Like I'm fully aware. So I always recommend people to do it. I'm just one of those guys that really prefers to do things live. And how I did it was basically risking amounts that I was okay with losing in my learning stage, and that was completely fine. A fine way for me as well to learn. But I think backtesting goes a long way, especially in the earlier stages, because I think you're pretty much liquidity for like the winning traders in the early stage. I'm sort of blessed where I was profitable ever since 3 to 4 months into trading. Um, I was profitable really fast. And yeah, I think I don't know why, but I think I'm lucky in a way, maybe. Um, but like throwing money out of the window.
One in a million,
1 in a million, yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. It just like I think it comes back to just keeping it simple. Like I always kept it simple from the start, and I always thought, well, there's no way it's needs to be this difficult, basically. And going back to it can go only up and down, and just have a little bit of confluence in your favor. And yeah, I think that's all to it, really. So. Um, yeah, that's how I backtest pretest. Long story short, sorry for the the long answer. But yeah, I've been trying FX replay so far. I like it, but I still need to make it look the same as my trading view. So at the moment, I don't like the look of it and stuff. But I need to I didn't really have the time to adjust it yet. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, bro. Like I see a lot of people that trade for a long time, and um, they struggle for whatever reason, and the reason is always different. And a lot of people, like some people, are just really um, like have been strategy hopping. That's one thing I see and hear a lot, where you just go from strategy to strategy to strategy and stuff. And over time, I think you like you've probably had it as well, where you have like a lot of knowledge, and at some point, okay, but what knowledge am I going to use? Like you have to sort of being selective in what knowledge you're gonna implement, and that's like difficult in a way as well. That forms its like knowledge forms its own difficulties in a way as well, which is a weird thing. There's a massive over information on trading and on anything with the internet. So like over information and just having too many options and stuff just is super difficult. And I think I'm just looking in a way where I just sort of found something that clicked fast for me, and just I kind of stick to it. But I also fell into the trap where I was in like a Discord, and I suddenly started listening to other people while I was like profitable, funded, I was getting consistent payouts and stuff. And I started listening to people in the Discord, and I was like looking for instance, I was looking for buys, and they were like, oh yeah, it looks so good for sells and whatever, and it sort of got in my head, right? And because they had like other philosophies, other strategies or whatever. And I still remember that I was sort of suddenly that month was so bad. Like it was turning in a lot worse. I was a lot more stressed because I was hearing other opinions and stuff. And then I realized that all of them weren't funded or weren't profitable. And I was sort of, listening to sort of noise that, yeah,
Man, that's the exactly story.
yeah, you had it as well?
Me.
Yeah.
Just every day, yeah. For every day, I'm in one Discord group and I'm watching every day. Crazy, like I'm addicted to see what people say.
Yeah. Oh, that's a huge. I think that's also a huge trap. I think probably if you look back at
To
it, right?
disconnect from everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I mean, I think not to praise myself or whatever, but I think the Discord we have built right now is still very small, and I think there's uh, net positive to it than like net negative. I think it's net positive to be in it and just see what people are doing, because they're also trading mostly the same strategy. Um, but I've also been thinking about whenever it grows, how to manage that, because I don't want it to become a confusing place, where one guy is saying this and the other guy is saying that, and then it suddenly becomes very confusing. So yeah, I've been thinking about how to manage that in the future, but right now I think the Discord is like nice and quiet in a way. Obviously I want more activity. It's always nice, but um, yeah, I think it's a lot of people that are like-minded and looking for similar things, which is good. So I hope to continue in that trend where it doesn't become confusing, but where we can sort of share trade IDs, and if someone is seeing something wrong with the trade or whatever, they're fair to share it, of course. But not to make things it needs to be a net positive, basically, to be in it.
yeah. About Discord, I think the best way to make it, I think, it's to have mentors with you in the channel. That each mentor has his own chat group, and he's the only one that can send messages. So everyone know that he's a profitable trader. He's trading for 1 year, 2 years. He has passed many challenges, and the confluences is looking are the one of the owner of the channel, that it's you. So he's trading the exactly same way as you, and everything he sends, it's the same conferences, it's the same technical analysts, and everything is as one everyone are looking for.
Exactly, bro. You're a smart guy, because I was like, not to say I'm I don't want to praise my own knowledge, but yeah, I was thinking similar sort of stuff as well a few days ago. But it's amazing to hear someone that's like, thinks the same way that way. Because I was also like, okay, that's probably the way that's gonna manage, because we're gonna have some people that like the 15-minute strategy and just want to talk about it and look for positions on it. And then we have other guys who want the 50% retracement strategy, and then we have other people that look for a whole different sort of thing, and potentially even scalpers or whatever. It will be like a more diversified group as soon as the group gets bigger, basically. So yeah, that's a good way to manage it. Well, if you're looking for mentoring stuff, bro, you're welcome to join over
I
time, bro.
need, I think I need to make my story first and my success,
Yeah, of course.
and then I'll join you for sure, no problem.
Yeah, it sounds fun, bro. Like, yeah, I think you would be a nice addition, because I've also been thinking about, the coaching side of things, where, at some point, like how I see the whole Discord thing is, and YouTube and stuff. I think right now doing everything for free is completely fine, and I think it's positive, right, to do everything for free. But over time, I think like there needs to be sort of a barrier, because otherwise it gets too busy and you don't have time to like in the future, if everything goes well, like advocating like an hour or two, like to this whatever we're doing now, like the coaching side of things, it will become harder and harder to justify, basically. And yeah, I think over time it makes more sense to have a little bit of a pay barrier or whatever in there. But then I was also thinking, yeah, maybe I can also have other mentors or other coaches in there, where that indeed like have a little bit that I know that works. Because for instance, when I look at my sort of trader profile, I'm more on the normally, like what I prefer is more a little bit higher risk to reward ratio. But then I look at, for instance, the Peter, which is really conservative, and I really see the value, for instance, in that as well, where someone just strict 1-to-1 RR, completely fine with doing so, and just reaping the rewards for that. And so I think you'll have like different sort of mentors slash coaches or whatever that fit for different sort of people as well. So I think that would be very like very nice and very fun, because my sort of end, like my starting goal was always to just make the road a little bit less lonely and also help people with the journey. So making it less lonely, but also making it making their road a little bit easier. That's always been sort of the goal. Um, and like in the longer run, I would be so happy if I would be able to have like an office with like a trading floor, and like people that's trade with me and do like sort of podcast things, and like content creation, where we sort of build like a really, there are a lot of courses and stuff, but I just really want to build something that's really good and really valuable, and I want to have like a money back guarantee that's like crazy. Like, if you don't make money, bro, take your money back. I just want to, help whatever, and just build something really, really cool, like business side wise. Yeah,
Where are you from?
I'm from Amsterdam, Holland.
I'm coming, man.
Yeah, you're coming? Oh, that would be amazing, bro.
I'm coming to open with you this idea.
Yeah, that would be
For
amazing, bro.
sure, no problem.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the goal, bro. There's Dit. That's I don't know if he wants me to say it like on stream, but yeah, that's one of the Discord members, one that I already like talked about. But yeah, he's also coming. He just needs to secure the payout on the 200K account that he got, and then I told him, "You're gonna buy me a coffee."
Yeah, just the coffee.
Yeah.
take you to a nice sunset with a sushi, like to celebrate champagne, something.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's the goal, man. And I think like meeting you and meeting Dits, like both of you are just really yeah, are just really up my street basically. Like I think we all are very like-minded, and yeah, I think we all could be friends basically, and also just we have the same passion, you can tell and stuff. So that's basically what I've been sort of missing in my own friend group and stuff. Like there's some entrepreneur, but not really. Um, and I just have one friend that's really entrepreneurial, and I just love to chat with him, and we go to events, like business events, and just just I just really love business overall, and also trading has just become like a huge passion, of course. But yeah, just having people that that are doing stuff, that where stuff is happening, that where you can have like inspiring conversations with, and just yeah, just you know um
To make something ordinary. Yes, to make something bigger.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like one of the the guys, he's one of the biggest business coaches in Holland. We went to one of his events, and he said, let's see if I can translate it correctly, because translate. Even kijken. Oh, this. Okay, yeah. He says there's a saying in Dutch where too much of good is bad, right? I don't know if it's also in English. He's like too much of a good thing is great, and I'm like I, I'm I'm fully with it. Like too much of a good thing, bro. It's amazing. Why not make something like too good? Like make it amazing. Like why settle for good? And yeah, I just wanna make something amazing. And I've been talking to like my girlfriend, and for a while now, etc., where I just want to be able to make that much money, where she's like, she can work, but she doesn't have to work, and she can do something that she really enjoys, and yeah, like that's
It's a
basically,
choice. Yeah.
yeah, it's a choice. It becomes a choice, and with money comes freedom. And like you're already like, where you're sitting, that's freedom, bro. And that's yeah, that's just
Well,
amazing.
I'll show the viewers.
Yeah, bro. Look at him. Look at him. You should teach me how to get there, bro. Wait, I think you're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I said I'll show the viewers the where I'm sitting, and I think it's manifest.
yeah,
You don't need to wait that things will happen to change your life. You do things, and the world will start everything with you.
yeah, exactly, bro. Like this is the year where I really want to like um do what like the guy said as well. Like he had like a epiphany where he had like a lot of knowledge. Like for instance, you as well, like a lot of knowledge in trading, and it was the year where he was gonna like use it, like do it, and he was just gonna build things, and he built like 3 businesses that year, and like he did so many things. He made so much money that year. Like he made his first million that year. Like he was like going crazy, and that's basically where I see
That's
my
great. Yeah.
yeah, that's basically where I see my sort of my road being at. Like I've accumulated so like plenty of knowledge, and it's just about executing now.
Yeah.
Just execute, and over time it will be
Execute. Yeah.
yeah, amazing. Like what business did you build? Maybe you told me really fast, but
So I was also in the e-commerce. I was selling clothes, branding,
oh,
and after 1 year, 2 years, it was profitable, but I didn't really like it, and I was with a partner.
bro,
So I
can
decided
I
to go
interrupt?
business.
I also have like a
Yes.
clothing brand. I had a clothing brand with a friend of mine.
Really.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that was it. Was cool. It was
yeah,
cool. It
yeah,
was the first time really that I studied business and suppliers, demand, marketing, social
yeah, yeah,
uploads. graphic design. So it was pretty nice jumping in the water and trying your first business when I was 22.
Yeah, of course.
After that, I traveled and I came back. I studied interior design, and I had a business when I designed people houses
Amazing.
as a freelance,
Yeah.
self-employed. Yeah, that's all for
Oh,
now.
for now, yeah, good mindset. Yeah, no, bro, coincidence. I literally started a clothing brand with a friend of mine as well. It's been like, I don't know why you guys sort of stopped, but yeah, like there's a lot of competition in it. That was one thing, right? Like a lot of competition, and you need a lot of money to or either like be lucky or be super consistent
Most.
organically wise, or have a lot of money to sort of brand it. But yeah, there's also comes, I also started another business with another guy, and what I've always like the hard thing about having business partners is when you have different work ethics and stuff and different mentality, right? Like my mom, for instance, I have like the business side of things from her. She's still working at like 11 to 12 at night and stuff. She still sends me emails and stuff because I have like the Spain business. I do it with her because like she used to do it and made like I was also part of it back then, made a lot of money in Holland, and now we're doing it in Spain. But she's 70 years old. She's still like emailing and doing things at like 12 o'clock in the night, And then I have some people which like, at 6 o'clock they close off, or at 5. And bro, they're not, they won't do anything. They're like, and weekend is weekend. Weekend is
Yeah,
saint. Bro, I'm doing stuff productively if I have a chance on Sunday evening, whatever. Or, I don't care, bro. Like, and yeah, that's where mentality and stuff comes in. Of course, you want to live life and stuff, but I'm not, I don't mind working hard, and I'm making a lot of, like, I'm having a lot of fun doing so. Like, if you do something you like, then it doesn't really feel like working either. If I was doing something
that's
I
true.
Yeah, if I was doing something I don't like, then it really feels like,
Working.
work. Yeah, and then it becomes
Yeah,
like I have,
I understand. Yeah,
like HDHD, HD. I have like,
yeah,
yeah,
HDHD.
yeah. I have like what the version of it, which basically is the concentration thing, which basically means that if I do something that I'm not interested in, bro, like it's my energy
You
goes.
won't see to do it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it goes down, my energy goes down, and the sort of my focus goes down, and like all that sort. But if I do something that I like, I actually become super energized. I become like hyper focused. I can really, um, work better basically than than a lot of people basically. Um, so doing something that I love is actually like very much important to me as well, because if I was doing something that I don't like or don't see the value of or whatever, then it becomes really hard. Like, I don't mind having, for instance, doing taxes in a business that I love, because then, okay, it's what's the saying with the apple that you bite, the you have to go through the little bit of sour before you hit the sweet. That's fine. Like, if the
yeah,
overarching thing is fun and I see the value, then I don't mind having to do like certain things that are, not fun, and whatever, are just annoying tasks. But if the overarching thing is like I don't see the value of or whatever, then it becomes a little bit of a little bit of a struggle basically.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, all right, amazing. Well,
Yes, man.
we haven't gone
we
through and
did. We didn't go any chart,
yeah,
but
we
it's
didn't go
good.
any charts.
Good.
I don't know if you still want to go through charts or
Yeah, I think I'll go to eat my lunch
yeah, yeah, of
now,
course, bro.
5 p.m. But I learned from you a lot. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'll keep update you how it goes with the backtesting and when I'll start trading on challenge with this strategy.
yeah,
And I promise I'll keep you updated with all the journey till it comes true
yeah. Sounds great, bro. Yeah,
100%.
I would love to be to keep updated, and yeah, I'm happy to hear you had some value like this. This was like I'm still new to this sort of, this coaching thing and stuff, or mentoring or whatever you want to call it. I just always
Hmm.
hope that I can help a little bit, and if there's a little bit of value to
You
give,
did.
and then there's then I'm happy, and over time I want to get better at this sort of stuff. But I'm happy that I provided some value to you. You also provided some value to me, because I learned from all these conversations, and I had fun, and I met a nice guy. So yeah, I'm happy, and yeah,
Thank you,
I'm
man.
very keen on hearing how everything goes. Share the bad, share the good. Everything is good. Everything, like, I like to hear everything, and
Yeah.
yeah, bro. I hope you'll stay a part of the community, and we'll stay in touch for a long time coming.
Yeah. And maybe if you want, first of all, thank you. I appreciate you very much for giving me your time. I
Hmm.
think we are here for almost 1.5 hours,
Yeah,
so I really appreciate it. When you have a kid, when you have a child,
yeah. She's at the
and
childcare now. It's the second day, so
oh, okay,
yeah, yeah.
that's
So
good.
that's
That's
why,
good.
like, I put the girlfriend in a coffee house. She's like getting coffee now. The baby in childcare, so
Yeah.
or in
So you have your
daycare.
time.
So I had some time now to be fully
Yeah.
like, yeah, fully focused on this. So yeah, it's
So
great.
I think I'll be happy, and also if we can help other people, if we can arrange another meeting
Hmm.
in the next few days or next week when you have time. I'm free, 24/7, so
Yeah, yeah.
full time. So if you can arrange and we can do back testing together, I think it will also be nice if you can also update people in Discord so they will join us,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
your community.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
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 like,
if you want to.
I think probably next week, next week she will go to the daycare again. So and then, like, from in the future she will be going 2 days a week. But right now it's just going to be 1 day a week, and then from May it's going to be 2 days a week. So for the upcoming time, I think and either like weekends and whatever maybe as well. But I think the Thursday will be the most logical day for me to do live streams and do like meetings and
Thursday.
day tests and testing and stuff.
Sure,
So
sure.
yeah, we can definitely, like, we could even schedule it for next week. I think I need to verify a little bit with my girlfriend, but I think, let me check. I think in my calendar I should
The
be good.
manager of the house has to approve it.
Yeah, yeah, she's like the manager with the kids. She's become more of a manager and stuff.
Yeah,
Normally,
yeah,
normally I'm like, bro, I'll do whatever. Of course, we make sure that each and everyone is happy, But normally I'm very much, like, free in a way. But with the baby, I just need, because maybe she has something planned, which I don't know about, and then I need to be there for the baby, So that's basically, yeah,
yes, yes,
why
yes,
I
yes.
suddenly
Of
need to
course, I
verify
understand that.
everything. Normally I just put everything in the calendar, and we had like a discussion about it, so I
Yeah,
kind of need to, have a little bit of
yeah.
chat about it.
So update me about next week,
Sounds
and
good,
yeah,
bro.
we'll be in touch. Yes.
Sounds good, bro. And yeah,
And wait, you didn't tell me your
oh
name.
yeah, Tony. You can call me Tony.
Tell me,
Yeah,
Leo.
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 Yeah, nice to meet you,
Nice
bro.
to meet you, man.
Yeah, nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
nice to meet
Likewise.
you.
And yeah,
Yes,
we'll chat again soon. Maybe if your brother wants to join in next week, it's also welcome.
that's good.
Yeah, and but yeah, very very happy to meet you, bro. It was a lot of fun to me,
You too.
and yeah, we'll chat again soon.
Thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome,
Nice to
bro.
meet you. Good
Thank you as
chat.
well. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Have a nice lunch,
Bye
bro.
bye.
Bye bye.
You too. Thank you.
That was fun. All right. Yeah, I think I'll probably call it a day. Streaming wise, um, because I want to do some, if that makes sense, I want to do some back testing later on tonight or today. My girlfriend's now, what I said, is at the coffee place, so I kind of want to go to her and just chill a little bit before the baby, because she was like, not to say she was annoyed, but she was hoping we could also spend some time together in these 4 hours, right? So I'll just go and visit her, and just have a little bit of a coffee, a little bit of chill. Um, but yeah, it was very much enjoyable. I think Ditz also went to the. Oh no, you're still here. I thought you would maybe go to the haircutter as well. Did you like it, by the way, Dits? Because we didn't go into anything like yeah, I didn't go into any charts, bro. But yeah, first payout coming to Amsterdam. Yeah, bro. I think that's good. It would be amazing. We're gonna hang. Yeah, it was a good stream. Glad to hear it, bro. Like I'm for me like how do you say it? I'm not yet confident, in this sort of stuff. I notice, but especially because um Leo was very knowledgeable. So instantly I had to throw sort of my trading specific, like technical analysis wise. I could pretty much throw that out of the window. At advice wise, I instantly thought there was more to gain from like the psychological aspect. So I just tried to really hammer in that, like go fully for that. But yeah, thank you for letting me know that you think it's good advice. It's Thank you, bro. That gives me a little bit of confidence about this whole thing, um, because it's nice to meet like different sort of people, right? Like you could tell he was very knowledgeable about trading. He's been trading more than me, like longer than me. So I mean, who am I to sort of tell him technical stuff? I can explain sort of my strategies and what I see and stuff. Of course, I'm more than welcome to. And we will be doing like backtests soon. But yeah, I just felt like he has like all the knowledge he needs. It's just a psychological aspect. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. I wasn't talking complete nonsense. He also confirmed it, of course. But yeah, just nice to have a second opinion, bro. Thank you. Uh, yeah, I like these sort of things. These sort of sessions. They're fun. So yeah, I'm happy. Seemed like he might have used a lot of different confluence that might contradict each other with fundamentals. Yeah, exactly, bro. That was what I was thinking as well. Like he was probably overcomplicating things, more so than not, and that's where just simplifying it will come into play, which will really help. Yeah, just keeping it simple. Also, by the way, your trade, it's well, have you placed your order? It could still happen. Yeah, you've got your order set. All right. Curious to see what will happen. Looks like it wants to go up now, but I'm yeah, exactly. Like I don't know, like the structure is so bearish right now, right? Like this is like lower high, lower low. So I would prefer to just look for sells in this whole thing. Um and preferably around here or around the EMA. Yeah, that would be best. Maybe even if there's a fib level on the AOI, like the 0.75 is on it, apparently. Um, this is massive level as well, I think. This is on the EMA, so this one would be good, maybe. Yeah, yeah, this is a counter trend trade for sure. But again, bro, like the market conditions just have been so they don't make sense to me often at the moment. So um, at the moment, I feel like I'm guessing as much as anyone else what's going on. So hence, I do some. I really want to go big on the backtesting because normally I used to just trade. I will be trading, of course, as well live, but I just want to test and maybe also test the last 4 months and just see, like, basically validate as to, like, if there's something weird going on. One sec, can I mute my thing? Yeah, one sec, I need to All right, bro. Yeah, I need to go because the baby is at the thing, right? Oh, you need to go as well. They're unpredictable. I don't think I'm just going to reduce my trade count a little bit. Yeah, makes sense, bro. Yeah, I need to go because the baby basically it's testing day, second testing day, and yeah, she's a little bit upset. So we need to get her early, which is a bad sign. I hope it improves, but yeah, all good. I I'll go now as well. Thank you for watching, bro, and being there, and yeah, letting me know. Have a nice haircut, and yeah, it was fun. See you in the next one, bro, and we'll talk soon. Bye bye.